Hello, viewers. Welcome back. It's Darkest Dungeon time again. It's time for Darkest Dungeon again. It's my chair. I feel like I'm sitting. Okay. I feel like my chair is a different height relative to the monitor than it normally is, but that's not possible. I'm not actually sitting in an adjustable chair, and I'm sure that my desk didn't change heights. I don't know. So I think I said last time that probably what we would do is go get this Berserk Charm, because Berserk Charm is a cool trinket. But I think what we're going to do instead is get a big boatload of deeds and gold, take our antiquarian out on a long, get some experience for these guys, maybe get them up to boss fighting level. I don't know. I felt pretty confident about yesterday's mission and saw how that went. We're going to try. We're going to give it another go here. So I said yesterday that the random number generator is not enough to really, to kill a bunch of your heroes or anything on yellow missions. And that is true. It can put you in a place where you have to back off. Where it would be unwise for you to push forward. I always end up just throwing away the holy water in the Warrens. We're just not even going to bring it this time. Yeah, this feels fine. It is important not to push it. If the mission really turns around on you, you have to know when to cut your losses and bail. Because, we didn't lose anything, right?
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
We didn't gain quite what I was hoping to gain, but we didn't lose anything. If you push it when circumstances have turned against you, it's very easy to lose things that are valuable, like heroes who have a bunch of XP. So the fact that the secret room is over here really makes you want to push around this way and come back. We want to hit the secret room toward the end of the run so that we can discard stuff to pick up the treasure within. I guess I don't need to be quite so vigilant with my light level over here where everything is already scouted. Ooh. Let's give it to him. Alright. His speed is tanked way out because lepers don't have fantastic speed anyway. And seeing as he doesn't have a stun or anything, I feel... Oh, wait, do I have the right... Yes, okay. I do have the skills I wanted to have equipped on this guy. Which one of these do we want to kill first? You have slightly higher speed. But you have 2 more hit points. Oh, man.
The ground quakes.
Okay, not bad. Not a bad start. That being the case, let's do this.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Get him. Yeah, that's a pretty good get him. Oh, her skills aren't leveled up. I just kind of assumed everybody's skills would be leveled up, but that's right. The Antiquarian was not. Yeah, her gear's not leveled up either. Because she never went on a boss mission, right? She's the only member of the crew that got to level 3 without going on a boss mission, so I never forced her through the upgrade path. Well, that's an oversight. I don't think it's going to affect things very much, given what a small percentage of our meaningful output she was going to be, even in the best case scenario. You better run. Actually, I'm super happy he did that. This lines up this cultist for all sorts of horrible things. But of course, she has to get another stress cast off first. It would be a real shame
As the fiend falls,
if we got out of here without getting all stressed out.
blossoms.
Go get it. Alright. Well, I appreciate the Swine Tor moving forward so that our leper has something he can actually contribute this turn. And contribute he shall. I don't think that was enough. Yeah. Miss? Aw. Well, it's not like that was a big deal anyway.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Wow. Weird. Was that Swine Tor technically a Crusader? Is this what he was wearing? I wonder if all the monsters out here have their own little narrative that they're going through. Of course, we have to remember to loot things with our antiquarian because if you don't loot with the antiquarian, you don't get the bonus antiques. Do I actually want to throw something out to pick up 10 food when I'm already at 36 food? I apologize for how incredibly loud my text message noise is. What the hell? You know what? I don't. Let's just eat this now. Okay. I suspect that my 36 food will carry me through just fine. Alright. Our leper is so bulked up that theoretically we could get a big crit that would prevent this thing from seeing a second turn. If that stun had landed, we might have been able to stop it. Oh, the worries. The worries is my least favorite disease. Yeah. Hit him, bleed him. Alright, big hilarious crit, go! Alright, I'm not going to complain about 19 damage. I am going to complain about my party being so very bad at hitting this guy, though. He's got 70% stun resist? Yeah. This totally might work. Okay. I think we can trust the leper to handle this pretty much. Especially since the Houndmaster's likely to go before this guy on the next turn anyway. Let's not chance it. We'll just throw in every little bit of damage we have. Okay.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic
You know-
merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
The leper's damage range is 11 to 22, but he's hit for 19 or higher on every attack so far.
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
That is some pretty great luck. Well, both of these trinkets are more valuable than this one. This one's the rusty rarity. I think we're just gonna discard this trinket. That's a lot of trinkets very early on. Antiquarian is doing work, apparently. How unfortunate.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Alright, we're gonna let the light burn down a little bit. We're gonna see about maybe camping soon. Not that we particularly need to for health reasons, but I just really would like to open up some inventory spaces. And we could get a couple of camp buffs on.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Okay, so this is kind of an awkward shape, right? We can't go like this and then come back down because of the missing hallway here. So I think what I'm actually going to do is... This is like really awkward. If I want to hit all three of these rooms and all of the curios in the hallways, there's not really an option. We just kind of have to walk a weird looking path. This trap disarm is okay, right? 110. Yeah. We just had a bad go with that last trap. Obviously, I'm going to let the light burn all the way down. I don't generally like to fight the yellow shambler. I really prefer to try to farm my shambler trinkets off of the green shambler. Both because I think he's easier relative to the power level of a green party, and also because preparation. You know, there's a lot of effort that's gone into these level 3 characters. To lose one of them to the shambler is pretty bad. So I'm definitely not going to do it now. We'll remember that this is here, and I'll see how I feel. Maybe we come back and do it later. Maybe.
Darkness holds dominion. Black as death.
Also, unfortunately, no scout when we entered that room. It wasn't... I mean, we didn't have very much light, so it's not totally a surprise. Okay, turns out I don't care about that curio. I should probably have checked it from the top side. It's a little bit of a misplay. Alright, come on, no monsters. Alright, and then we'll just camp in this room over here. We'll strip some stress, we'll get a couple of buffs.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
The leper is a stress faster, by the way. Stress faster is one of my favorite traits. Quirks is what they're called. All right, so I'd like to use 5 time on this. So if we do 4 time for sanctuary, that leaves us with 3 time to do reflection. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good strat. It's lucky that he happens to be the high stress one in the party. Alright, so nighttime ambush prevented. Drop some stress, get some buffs, and then make some money. Trinket scrounge. Oh, that's even a good, that's a good trinket. Sure. 4 is the max stack size for shovels, right? Yeah, we're not going to need more than 4 shovels. Alright, well, that was okay. I don't even think it does look bad.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
I think our Vestal's being a little unnecessarily negative. Okay, that'll do.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
We have found so much food already.
Must be carried home.
Oh, I should have searched that with the antiquarian, right? I keep forgetting. It's so silly that she has to be selected. She has to be the one who goes in. Like, are the antiques there or not? Because if they are there, she could just look after everybody else gets through with the thing. It's not like her opening the curio should make the antiques appear from an in-universe standpoint, and then there's no in-game disclosure of the mechanic that she's the one who has to loot the thing, which means that if you don't know that she's the one who has to loot the thing, there's not really a great way for you to come to that conclusion. You just have to like trial and error, but a thing you don't know you're doing trial and error about is my least favorite way for a mechanic to be imparted. Trial and error itself is not necessarily terrible as long as it's clear to the player that that's what's happening.
Destroyed.
In general, I would take down a stress caster first, but these things have a high enough crit rate. Wow. That was well struck. Alright. Come on, you can crit too. You can do it. Aw. Well, that's annoying. Ah! Or it would be annoying if it had landed. Her attacking this thing is not probably going to be super relevant, but she also doesn't really have anything else. I guess the dodge buff would have made it slightly more likely for us to dodge the stress cast. That's probably... Dodge buff was probably actually the right play. I think we can trust the leopard to handle this thing. Although, of course, the fact that his speed is so bombed out. Wow, 31 non-crit.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Come on, something cool.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Fairly cool. That's cool enough. Do I throw out 11 food for it? We really, like, do we still need 35 food with only this much dungeon left? I can't imagine. Alright, everybody eat your fill. Oh, just dump 8 food on the ground. We just don't need all that food. Oh. Well, hello. Try to prevent this guy from getting off the early howl. This is a terribly annoying thing. I'm gonna let these guys have their turn, and then I'm gonna try to hew them with the leper. We're just gonna focus on this ghoul, because I do not care for ghouls. Skull Toss is really, really powerful. A little too powerful in my opinion. And then of course there's Howl is a big deal, and we do have a party member who's over 50 stress already. Yeah, get him.
Decimated.
He left one alive. And then of course Fontamai is useless.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Sadly, our chances of landing another stun are not super good. Huh. Should I just do Solemnity in the hopes of getting a crit? Because, like, he's not going to get to participate in this combat, right? Well, probably not. Let's hedge our bets. We could have a bad string of misses. Thing does have 14 dodge. But I am a little concerned for the mental well-being of our leopard McCrae here. Is it dead already? No.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Well. We don't need crests all that badly. 500 gold worth of emeralds. Let's just be honest. I'm not going to remember to use the dog treats. We may as well just pitch them now. The dog treats are a good idea, and they're probably a good tool for people who are less forgetful. But I just can't. I can't be bothered to remember to use them, so. Well, that's a damn shame. Damn it. That was pretty good, though. Alright, come on, occultist. You can do this. She does have the accuracy of a level 1 attack, which is to say that she's like 10 or 15 accuracy behind the expected curve here. So it's not like crazy that she's failing these attacks. She should be missing a fair amount. Maybe not quite as much as she has, though. That was not quite enough. Ooh.
To a killing blow.
Alright, at least McCrae didn't take any stress from the crit.
Perched at the very
Yow.
precipice of oblivion.
That turned around quickly.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Please don't go first. Okay. That'll do. Hold fast, brother. You're gonna be okay. So this guy's at 3 health, damn it. He has 5 speed. The Houndmaster has 6. I'm gonna take the chance. Trying to get some extra action efficiency here. Just a little bit of extra health.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
So these are 1,000 gold each. Seems foolish to not take these.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Do I maybe want to drop my
We
torches?
require only the strength to follow it.
We still have 1 campfire for light restore, for light restoration. Maybe it's worth dropping the torches at this point. I definitely want to hold on to the key. Actually, there are paths enough for us to finish exploring the dungeon without using shovels. And now the question is, do I want to throw anything away for 3 portraits? And I think right at this moment the answer is no. Hey, you rifle through this garbage. What a shame. Ugh. That's right. And that bleed was applied, or that blight was applied critically. Alright, so we run into passage blockages. We're just going to turn around, basically. That's the plan. Now that he has the mortality debuff on him, we're going to get a lot of value out of using Sanctuary. I think that was worth doing.
Powerful blow.
Aw. I suppose he had to do damage underneath the average at some point. Okay. The drummer is a little bit dangerous now in this lineup, in the sense that he has an attack that deals damage, which makes him capable of following up a Swine Tor attack with a lethal blow. So he will die before the Swine Tor does. Let's just take this guy down to a place where I feel like he's pretty sure to die. Poor Houndmaster. This dude needs, like, lick wounds, which I'm not even sure he has. I don't know that I could equip it, even. I wonder if Hugh will be good enough to kill this guy. No, not likely enough. Let's just make sure he goes down. Oh no, not the drums of debilitation. They're going to lower her dodge. Man, do I care about him actually? Even in this situation, he might not be worth caring about. We'll let the leper handle it, or if the Swine Tor charges forward, we'll just handle him with the leper. Whatever. I'm not afraid of this. I'm not afraid of this drummer. I'm not gonna lie though. This is a time when I wish I still had biscuits. Oh, slick dodge. Alright. Big juicy crit. Okay. I'll settle for max damage. That's fine. 767 is pretty good output for that attack. This drummer is really doing a great job. Drummer relative. That was like a real stress attack. Okay. Basically, I'm just hoping every turn that he attacks anyone but the Houndmaster.
Obliterated.
Now, you guys, don't be afraid to crit every once in a while, you know? It's not showing off. Oh, I think that was not quite enough. Oh no, it was exactly enough.
Just a weapon that cuts on its own.
Wow. Do I really just throw this all away? Doesn't feel very good. Let's see what information we get off the scout. Alright, so we're not going to go up. We're going to go back. So we go back, we go up here, we don't know what's up here. And then we could like come around or... Basically I'm trying to figure out whether or not I can afford to discard my torches at this point, if that would maybe be foolish. I'm gonna do it. In the name of loot.
A blazing star is born.
In the name of sweet, filthy lucre. Alright, so we're going to push on ambitiously. I want to heal the Houndmaster. But I also don't want our leper to freak out before we make camp again. Also, this Houndmaster is a total beast. I don't know what is going on. If he's got some like fancy footwork that he's doing, but he should definitely be teaching everybody else in the party. He has got some decent moves. Don't you push him. Alright. Maybe try to keep that guy under wraps. That was not a very good amount of damage there. That was an even worse amount of damage. Our poor Antiquarian. Alright. Eldritch Pull I actually don't care about. Oh, except in the sense that it removes Blackjack from him. From his list of capabilities. This is perhaps inadvisable, but I really do want to take advantage of a chance to get some healing done, so we're probably just going to end up enduring another attack from her. I don't think we're fast enough to... Well, nope, we're not. I was going to say, well, maybe. We're actually pretty close to her speed, but she got there first. Got there for 20. And then Fontamite actually did a thing.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Alright, so now we have to deal with the question of the path that we're going to take here. We only need to hit... Actually, we still need to hit quite a lot more. Quite a number of rooms. So I'm a little loath to go this way because we have unscouted rooms over here, but it does provide the cleanest path. And then we can just bail out after we hit here. Wait. I'm going to remember, if this is the plan, we should poke our head out. Nope. Okay, just books. I'm not going to mess with them. Definitely poke our heads out into that hallway and pick up whatever loot is available.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Okay, this is pretty dangerous. might have pushed a little bit with the leper's stress level. Yeah, here it goes. Dodge. Nope. Well, good luck. Fearful's pretty bad. I'm not happy with the way that turned out. His poetry is much better when he's not freaking out. Alright, we have to make camp pretty soon or everybody else is gonna lose it too. Look, the useless antiquarian can figure out how to dodge it. Why is it so hard for some of the rest of us?
Devastating blow.
Oh, good crit. And here comes the howl. That's gonna put some of us into pretty dangerous territory. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought. That didn't help though. Don't you do it. He's doing it. He's trying his hardest to push her over. What a dick. What a dick. Alright, so we have to get 5 damage on this guy. Of course. Wow. We can at least inflict a little bit of harm over here. Okay, that is the ideal target. On anybody else, the vomit might have pushed them uncomfortably close to the line.
This is how a life is taken.
On him, I don't even care. His stress can do whatever it wants to.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I think that was the right call. We're really focused on gold here. Alright, I'll camp in this room. That way we'll be relatively fresh for this fight.
Eradicated.
It's true. It's not as impressive as he's trying to make it sound, though. We did totally eradicate that spider. And then failed to eradicate that one. A couple of times. In case you're wondering why my antiquarian reliably goes last on the first turn and then often first on the first turn, it's because she has a cloak on that gives her -10 speed on the first round.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
You know, it'd be super cool if there was no fight in this next room.
Could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Yeah, well, it can't. Alright, no battle. Sigh. Well, of course there was a battle. We are just not that lucky lately. So, do I need to heal the Houndmaster, or can I afford to spend Tustain's turn stunning? No, I think I do have to heal the Houndmaster. Her heal may not even be sufficient. He went from showing 20 stress left to...
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
Alright, good dodge at least. Keep dodging. Nope.
Dizzying blow to body and brain.
Okay. She might bleed to death.
Self-preservation is paramount.
That's still not
at any
fixed.
cost.
Wow, what a shitty thing for you to do. Wounds heat up the chase, so please let me move to a position where I'm less good at inflicting wounds. We could throw the traditional blackjack stun out, but I kind of think I want to do this. Let's establish a bunch of bleeds. I'll leech the health out of these people. At the end of, yep, she died.
No
Great.
place for the weak or
Well,
foolhardy.
so it goes. We won't be hiring another one, probably. Doing my best to make them useful, but, you know I'm not a miracle worker. It's a cute idea. The antiquarian. Alright, well, we can no longer have her healing, because we'll lose. We'll lose the fight 100% for sure if we don't get out of it pretty quickly. So if the Houndmaster gets a turn quickly, he stuns this thing. He did not get his turn quickly. He takes the bleed. Possibly dies.
Or expire.
I guess we run. Yeah. Alright. We run back to the last room and camp there. Yeah, alright.
No chance
Really?
for egress. Will this be a massacre?
Yeah, it could be a massacre.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
33. Alright. Yep.
Hand's breadth from becoming
Yep.
unwound.
Seriously, retreat. Not a joke.
More
Okay.
dust, more ashes, more disappointment.
Well... I don't know what was up with the rapidly escalating stress values there. Like, there's no circumstance under which it should be possible for us to take 33 stress from that terrible drum attack, and then for him to take 44 stress from running away from that fight is just that's just the game like not functioning properly. So let's do this, because we gotta try to bring home some of this stuff. I like these trinkets better than these trinkets, and they're the same value, so we'll just replace those. Let's bring this home. We want to hold on to the food and the key and the firewood, because we actually can still complete this dungeon, I think. I believe it is the case that hitting these 3 rooms and the secret room will complete the dungeon without us having to enter any of these 3 rooms. I think. Actually, well, we'll see how it works out. But the point is I'm going to try to continue going forward. So do I want to just throw away 1,000 gold? I don't really think so. That may not seem like much of an improvement. We're just gonna, walk backwards. Yep, you could not bear the burden.
As life
Yeah, it's,
ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
So yeah, he'll take another ping of blood and he'll put him back down to death's door,
Teetering on the brink,
which will stress him
facing the
again.
abyss.
He's 12 away. We might actually have to bail out. We might not make it back to that last room. Okay, no, we're alright. We made it. So let's do this.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
That.
Survival
What?
is a tenuous proposition in this sprawling tomb.
So what happened there was he refused to eat, and then him refusing to eat stressed him again. Which is a sequence of events that doesn't even make sense. So... let's see here. What do we want to do about this? We can discard. The Caution Cloak is actually quite a bad trinket. I mean, we don't really have a lot of options here. We'll just do all of her stuff. This does literally nothing because it doesn't affect her. It's just companions. This, yeah, none of this other stuff. Yeah, okay. Guess we're done.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
So she's gonna have a heart attack at some point here just from walking. We'll be able to eat to get off death's door. Is this trap gonna kill her? I don't know what the order of things is. No, the trap would deal damage. If she fails to disarm it, the trap will deal damage before it, you know what we can do? We can do this. The trap will deal damage and then she'll get stressed, right? And so she'll survive it. She'll have the heart attack after she takes the damage.
Ancient traps.
Ah, but of course it applied to bleed, right?
Strong and thirsting for
Alright.
blood.
So she bleeds, I heal, she bleeds, I heal, she bleeds, I heal. Yeah.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism
182.
or cowardice.
Yep. Yep. By the way, I'm holding to the right that entire time. That is the fastest the game will let me move forward. She'll be able to eat one more time to get off of... Yeah, okay. So that the heart attack she's inevitably going to have will not kill her. We're going to the secret room, and then we're leaving. Nope. That's not what I wanted.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Yep. Alright, well, entering any one room would complete the mission. But we can't get to this room because of the tunnel blockage. She would die. We can't get to this room because there's a fight in the way. We could try to walk into this room. If she steps into the room, she'll immediately complete the quest, and then we could try to run away. But I think it's too likely to end up with her dead. So I guess we just bail out of here like this and lose 3 party members to some sequence of events, let me tell you. To a very large extent, it is entirely my fault for bringing a party member who is not good at combat to the dungeon. Like,
You cannot learn a thing you think you know.
the Antiquarian is just too much of a liability. Having an empty slot in your party is just too much of a liability. And then she gets the Black Plague because the game feels that it hasn't gotten its fist deep enough in there.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Well, I mean, let's remove the Black Plague from her. She can get de-stressed afterward. So yeah, that's fun. How many deaths does that put us at now? 4? So we had a sequence of very unlikely events occur in quick succession there, and I still don't really understand why we saw the like I said, the rapidly escalating levels of stress being dealt by everything that happened in that last fight. That leper took 80 stress, like, without us being able to do anything about it. But between one time that we could act and the next time that we could act, he took like 80 stress and had 2 heart attacks. What a weird name. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But so here you can see the result of the experienced recruits thing. We start to have people come in at level 1, and when they come in at boosted level, they come in with the gear and skills upgraded to the maximum that they can have at their level. So that's nice. That saves us some gold in replacements. I will just
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
we'll grab those. So what do we? Hold on. What's our hold up for being able to recruit even higher level recruits? Weaponsmithing 3. Okay. Now how far off of that are we? 31 deeds. We can do some transmutation of stuff, but that would require us to actually have a mission not go completely to hell. Well, that's it for this episode of Darkest Dungeon. Apparently, the game felt that things were going a little bit too smoothly, and so it has sort of knocked us down and placed a boot on our neck and pressed. But but we're still way on track for victory. We're way ahead of on track for final victory. We do need to not have any more deaths. Like I said, I won't be replacing our antiquarian. The extra gold is just not worth the chance of having something bad happen because you didn't bring a fighter. It's sort of like the Jester. It's actually a lot like the Jester in that the really the only benefit of the Jester, certainly the only one that I've ever seen anybody try to make a case for, is that the Jester is pretty good at de-stressing your people. And that's kind of like looting extra gold, right? Because what it means is that you spend less. The only effect it has is that you spend less gold on de-stressing them after the mission. But I think it's well established at this point that the Jester is a huge liability, makes your party worse to such a degree that you really can't afford to bring one, and honestly I think the Antiquarian might well be in that same camp. If you only bring the Antiquarian in situations where you can do the Protect Me thing on somebody who riposts, so like you only party them up with Men-at-Arms and Highwaymen, that's probably fine. If you wanna like commit to that gimmick, she probably isn't that much of a liability in that kind of a party makeup. But anyway, come back next time. We're gonna go Fishmen, Sunring. Listen, we gotta stop dying sometime. Eventually there won't be any of us left. Maybe after next time there won't be any of us left. Oh, we'll see you then.